It's Raj from Rewind, and we're here with Craig David.
How are you, sir?
How you doing? You good?
Very good, thank you, man.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
So, it's your greatest hits album. Does that make you feel old?
Do you know what? In some way, it's kind of like, it feels like it's come very quick in my career. I've always been apprehensive about the stigma that greatest hits can have, for the simple fact that it's based around how long someone's career has been, and usually at the end of someone's career you drop a greatest hits. But times have changed. I mean, the digital revolution has allowed people to download music instantly, go onto iTunes, click on, you can pick off your songs right now and burn together a CD. So it's all about, almost the onus is swung towards the new material and it being able to, okay, there's a new track, oh, the greatest is, oh, this track, I remember that song, and putting it in people's consciousness, do you know what I mean? And then you hit them with the next studio album, which will be album number 5 next year, and then hopefully you're like, okay, he's big, do you know what I mean? Because it just shows the consistency in a career.
Looking at the track list, it's full of bangers, but is there any tracks that you look back on and you're not too sure about anymore?
Do you know what? I mean, to be honest, all the songs that I've released, I feel are a time and a place, and some better than others. Hopefully, all of a level. Do you know what I mean? But no, I mean, I look back and I think, to be honest, the collection of songs we put on the greatest hits was pretty much showing off the body of what I've been doing from when I started off from Rewind all the way up to now with Insomnia. So it definitely, it was representational of my career. And it's nice to look back and think, wow, we had some hits, you know. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry, we've got some more coming.
People talk about UK urban music not doing very well, but if we look through your career, you've always consistently sold amazingly well, and you've collaborated with Sting and done so many things. So would you agree with that view?
Do you know what, to me, I've always found that it's not necessarily about just urban music, it's not about just pop music or any other kind of umbrella that it wants to be titled as. I was a product of my environment. I came from Southampton Council Estate in Southampton, and it was a breeding ground for new, exciting music, and it allowed me to create the music I wanted to. I was thrown into the scene with the Artful Dodger, that my career started to unfold. And to be honest, I could have lived and died by just staying with two-step garage music, because when that evolved into grime music, I could have got left as fodder on the side while everyone wanted a hard MC to spit 48 bars over a dark production. They didn't want someone singing some melodic vocal over it. So in hindsight, looking back, I think it was always okay for me to do a song like Walking Away, or to do a song like Rise and Fall, or something that kind of was more pop mainstream driven, because I'm as much a fan of Jay-Z or Notorious B.I.G. as I am as Elton John or Sting. So for me, it was just like, cool, I want to write a big hit song, and it's not always going to be able to be done by just doing, say, a grime track or just doing a garage song. So I think now I'm in a place where I've been able to be consistent. That's what it comes down to. Do you know what I mean? It's not about how quickly you can be off the mark. You can be like, yeah, look how big I am. Yeah, I have all the success. How long can you stay in it? It's like the hare and the tortoise. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just slowly just keep it moving.
You've had so many amazing things happen in your career. What's been the highlight for you?
Do you know what? I think there's been loads. I think playing 3 nights at Wembley Arena sold out was an amazing triumph for me, because the year before I'd seen Janet Jackson perform there, and I was like, this is this great performance, and I was stuck in a weird part of the arena, so the sound wasn't that great, but I thought, look how many people are here, look at all these people performing. And then to be 1 year later, 3 nights, standing outside, it was a great picture of me with the big sign outside with big black sold out over 3 nights that I was there, and I was thinking, this is a good look. This is the look. It was amazing. So to be honest, to go from there and to go on to sell so many records as well, it's just been like an incredible rollercoaster ride. And the downtime, the times which have been hard, shows true testament of your character. And it's how you deal with those to continue to put out records. I'm far from jaded about anything, as much as I could be. I just feel like, you know what, you're only as good as your last song. Make it happen.
You mentioned the lows as well. What has been the lowest point, and how did you get through it?
Do you know what I think? I mean, lowest points I deem in terms of either criticism that you'll have, in terms of being championed and then having so much success that the only way to to bring you back down to earth is to come complete negative, which is a media-driven thing as opposed to actually how the people feel. And it's how you deal with that. It's like going into the ring and not expecting to be punched. I mean, you got to take a few jabs to the face. You got to feel it a few times, and you may stumble, you may go down. Do you know what I mean? But it's how you get up, and you know that as long as you've got the tools to come and knock out blows. And I know that I can write hit songs. It's not an ego thing. It's just that I know I have it in me, and I've been able to prove it in the past with my songs, and that's allowed me to have this 10-year career and be at this greatest hits. But what it is to know that you're only as good as your last song. So as soon as you're ready, hit them with that blow, and everything's all good. So it's made me a stronger person to go through that. If everything was just a walk in the park, little touch the gigs there, you know. Which, saying that, I have to tip my cap and say respect for the way in which he put it down with Talking the Hardest, which was a little vibe that I was able to do a freestyle over recently. He killed that. But great up and coming talent in this country, to me, to be part of it is what makes to open doors for other artists to come through. Is always a good look. So I feel like I've been a champion artist and being very patriotic in that sense.